it's me, Barb, hardly here in my home office, talking to you about something very, very special that we are celebrating in the month of June. I'm talking about my 2-year Dragiversary. Yep, all those parades and parties of just men in crop tops and Speedos running around, that's all a celebration of me and my 2 years of being a drag queen. Or it's also Pride Month. Since Barb hardly doesn't have any Pride gigs, I'm at home, in my home office, getting glamorous, doing drag, which, you know, isn't exactly where I saw myself 2 years ago. I probably thought I would be out in the world more. I mean, I was hoping that maybe by this point in my career I would have a leg up on some other queens. Oh my god, okay. Or maybe even a viral video where I fall over. Maybe that was it. Have a leg up on some other queens. Oh my god. Maybe I would have a show at a bar, or maybe I would be doing a brunch, or maybe I would have hosted at least one bingo. You know what? We're getting hung up on all things Barb hardly hasn't done, but Barb hardly has done a lot. To celebrate my 2-year Dragiversary, I thought that I would show y'all through my own personal drag closet, just to show y'all what a real working drag queen's home office looks like behind the scenes. And by working, I do mean a day job. Not this. I don't get paid for this. Them though. But before I start digging through my closet and showing y'all all my goodies, I thought I would actually, go back in time 2 years ago and talk about why I became a drag queen and whether or not I have succeeded in my goals. And seriously, I'm from Tennessee, so I wanted to become a drag queen so that literally everyone in my family, everyone I went to high school with, everyone who sees my Facebook page would now not be able to say, I don't know a drag queen. You do know a drag queen. You know me. I do drag. Am I a terrorist here to destroy American values? No. I am a almost 40-year-old gay in New York City who barely leaves his apartment and takes at least 4 pills for depression and anxiety. I'm only a danger to myself. And have I succeeded in my goal of broadening some Tennessean minds? Yes. At least my mom's a little bit. And I was on We're Here Season 4, which shot the first 3 episodes of Season 4 in my hometown of Murfreesboro.
Welcome to stage, Barb!
And they got to do drag at the bar where I came out of the closet at.
November 5th, 2005, I kissed my first boy. I came over here immediately after, and I came out of the closet to my 3 best and oldest friends. I'm Zodiac.
So, that's cool. What does my life look like as a drag queen? How serious do I take this? Let's journey into my drag closet. Aspect ratio change. I mean, we're going into a closet, which is inherently a vertical space. So, I don't know. Deal with what's on either side of me right now, okay? Yes, this is my drag closet. It initially started as an action figure, sport coats, and drag closet, and of course, you know it's become 99% drag. Because what is drag but hoarding that looks pretty? I guess we'll start at the top and work our way down. We got, well, those are all retro X-Men action figures, so those don't have anything to do with drag unless I unload them on camera for y'all, which I might do. And then up here I have all of my hair curlers. The bane of my existence is wigs, and there's one of my wig stands. Where are my wigs, you might ask? Well, one's on my head. The other 2 are in a Target bag behind that head, because I don't know what to do with them. And I done screwed both of them up. Okay. You come down a shelf and you got my $100 Singer sewing machine, and right next to it are all my sewing accoutrements, as well as all of my rhinestoning materials, and y'all know I love to rhinestone now. I mean, look, it is, you can't, I don't know. I keep all my pantyhose in this thing right here. Above that is a rhinestone-covered football, because why not? Then behind that are more opera gloves. Then we get into the makeup territory. Here's nail polish that I will never use because I hate painting my nails and I hate wearing false nails. That's why I always wear gloves. Then I got all my lipstick. Why do I need this much when I only have 2 lips? I got a hairdryer right there. This is where I keep all of my fancy jewelry. including my nail gloves. Below that is all of my other jewelry. Tim's full of my, more of my costumey jewelry, more of my retro jewelry. I don't really wear these all that often because I am a glamorous diva. And a bunch of earrings are in here. All sorts of hairsprays right back there. Some makeup remover pads are right there. And we have all my extra eyeshadow palettes and a whole bunch of little makeup bags that I inherited from my dear friend Chrissy, who did pass away, but she was one of Barb's first ever fans, and I got most all of her makeup, and I still use it today. I'm not aware of makeup expiration dates, but I'm not throwing any of that away. And then in here is like glue and other miscellaneous stuff, and here's all my wig tools. These are all brushes. Have I mentioned that I hate styling wigs? Takes forever and the result's never worth it. That's why I have this one now that I did myself, and I'm probably never going to touch it. Top drawer is for bras. Second drawer is for padding and corsetry, which you see right here. I got two huge things of comics that are in the way. This drawer has my caboodle with all my makeup in it. I've done a whole video about just the caboodle. And then it has all of my Trixie Cosmetics brushes, which my husband gave me for Christmas, my first Christmas as a queen. And then down here in the very bottom drawer are all of my foldable drag clothes, like my swimsuits. Like this little number right here. Oh, and this right here is my green screen. The box said to not store it vertically, but I have nowhere else to store it, so we just do this and we pray to God. And then down there in some pull-out drawers from the Container Store, I have a couple of my pairs of high heels, my petticoat, some fabric for sewing and stuff, and also just like accessories like purses and gold microphones. I don't really ever carry a purse. Maybe that's because, again, I don't leave this room. I don't need a purse to go from here to there. I want to go somewhere. I get all dressed up and I don't go nowhere.
I want my drag room to look exactly like this.
Do you ever do beaded gowns?
I do.
Okay, so if you wear a beaded gown, they're heavy, so you don't want to hang them. The beads will weigh.
Now, all that's just a preamble for the real reason that we're here, the drag. Over the last year, I have worn some looks that I really love, and I've actually made some of them, including this thing right here. I made this with my own hands. You can probably tell, especially if you look real close. You'll notice that it's sewn a lot with pink thread, because that's all I had at the time, but who cares? It is gorgeous. I feel sexy and beautiful in it. And hey, from head to toe, I'm a Barb Hardley production. I didn't make the shoes. I'm not a lady cobbler. I'll eat a cobbler though. So let's talk looks. My favorite looks of the last year will start with my gorgeous Christmas gown, which I bought at the fancy prom store at the Queens Center Mall. I love going into a mall just completely out of drag, wearing a baseball cap, mustache, Converse, and then buying a gorgeous evening gown for myself, because this is a size 15, so clearly it's for me. But I wore this in my Christmas special, which is, I still think, the best thing that I've ever done in my life. Please watch it any time of the year. And currently, the status of this garment is that the zipper is blown out because I am not a dainty woman, so I'll have to repair that with my newfound sewing skills. But she is beautiful. What in the world? Why? Okay. Oh. All I got is a whole bunch of tapes of junk falling out of a closet. Now, I would have to check my Amazon history to see when all these gowns came in, but these are my favorite Muxin gowns. They're all very basic. They all cost like $40 each. They're very silky. They hug my curves, and they're interesting cuts. But now that I can make eleganza like this, I don't know. Will these ever see the light of day again? Probably. This right here is the lovely cover-up that I wore to one of the three live shows that I did this year.
He's an underwhelming kind of sleuth. He thinks James Bond's some kind of suit.
It is a lovely floral applique kind of peachy pinky number. I wore this to the Albatross bar, and I wore it over one of my favorite looks of the entire year, my short little Gold Diggers bustier bodysuit number. It is a weird velvet, kind of looks like a Teddy Ruxpin that's been turned into a sexy bodysuit that I bought on Amazon, and then I just added a whole lot of ostrich feathers and a whole lot of rhinestones. And I love this thing. I mean, I look back 2.5 years ago and tell myself, one day you're going to wear this out in public. It's so fun. I don't know. This right here is my sexy lingerie number, my silky fur-lined little cape, and my aqua cerulean turquoise little negligee. I've worn this a couple of times. Most notably in my podcast, Must Have Seen TV's Sleepover episode, where we talked about a very upsetting episode of Webster. This right here is the little number that I wore for New Year's Eve and all my New Year's Eve content. It's also one of the last things that I bought on Amazon. This might be the last dress that I bought on Amazon. I mean, since I taught myself how to sew, I've been way more interested in what I can make than what I can buy. It's fun, and you know I look good in it. This is an oldie but a goodie. This might be the quintessential Barb look until I can make something that can dethrone her. It is my New York & Company neoprene dress with a huge ridiculous frill at the top. You will have seen this on HBO's We're Here. Oh, that makes this like an actual TV show prop. That's crazy to think about. I rescued this dress from a thrift store in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where I paid $2 for it. I met Sasha Velour in this dress, and I told her, it's from New York & Company, and her jaw hit the floor. That's a surreal memory to have attached to a garment. This is a dress that was given to me by my friend April. It's her mother's old dress, and I customized it before I knew how to sew anything or even had a sewing machine. Don't fall over green screen. I added a whole lot more rhinestones to the front of it. I took it in to try and make it more form-fitting, and I added hot glued a whole lot of tulle to the back of it. It is a mess, but it looks good on. First look that I ever made myself from scratch. It is what it is. It is basically if a Fraggle Rock was on Laugh-In, that is the vibe of this. And I do love that. That is very much the Barb Hardley brand. But yes, it is sequined, it is rhinestoned, it is feathered, and I think I can wear this frontwards and backwards. Hey! We have the big one. My Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend Marilyn Monroe pastiche gown with a huge bow on the back of it that I think is paper clipped onto it because I don't know how to hand sew. But again, yeah, this is the first time I ever made a tube dress, so a tube gown, and I'm proud of myself. I don't know. You make stuff like this. Okay, I can't lean on that. You make stuff like this and you're like, yeah, Jeff Bezos, I don't need you anymore. Unless I ordered this fabric from Amazon, which I think I did. So I'm in New York City. I need to go to Mood. So much drag in here. And another statement look that I adore is my UT Vols college football short dress with fringe, rhinestones, a boa. I made this because my father is a huge UT Vols fan. He passed away, and I made this to honor him. And yeah, so that's all there is to that. But a lot of my drag is inspired directly by a lot of the comedy that my dad loved. This accent, for one thing, I owe him a lot, and I never got to tell him that. So I made this. These are supposed to be funny, right? And lastly, I look to the future. I look to maybe even later this summer is this, oh boy, this glittery, aqua turquoisey mini dress and overcoat, sheer, palm, floral, Miami 80s. Yeah, I made a coat. I don't know, figuring all this out as I go, using 2 patterns, and I just mix and match, figure things out. I'm hoping to make a gown or a very fancy dress out of this material, except in a satin. So that fabric don't stretch, so we're leveling up. Probably gonna waste a lot of that money that I spent at Joann's. But, I mean, that's everything in my drag closet. Let's turn this around. Also turn this back over. So there you have it, my second year as a drag queen, and I think I have come a long way. I mean, I am styling wigs begrudgingly. I am making my own gowns beautifully. I even think that I've improved my makeup. I made a Christmas special that I am super proud of. I was on an episode of HBO's We're Here, Season 4, Episode 1, towards the very end. I opened a whole box of home improvement cards and did a whole lot of videos about comic books and Marvel Legends action figures, trying to attract an audience that probably be very hostile towards drag queens, but that's the front line that I have chosen to storm. What do I hope to accomplish in my third year? Well, I would like to get that air conditioner to go even cooler, even faster. Mostly, I would just love to leave my apartment looking like this. And there's the front door. Am I going to answer it like this? Absolutely not. I would like to thank just a whole lot of people that have helped me out this year. I will forget a bunch because I ain't prepared this. Nicole Colvey, April Eubank, Jason Manley, Chris Davis, Susie Overman, Katie Healy-Wurzburg, Benjamin Regib, Ethan Kay, Minnie Pearl Necklace, Johnny Ingram, and Stephen Warren, as well as Sasha Velour, Priyanka, Jada Essence Hall, Chrissy Denton Manley, Ian Carlos Crawford, Angela Mansberry, my devoted, darling, doting husband, Mr. Hardley himself, Sebastian Deacon, who puts up with all of this and the fact that it's in my closet now, but who knows what other parts of the apartment it's going to spread to next. And, of course, I need to thank my dad, who would... who I would say would never understand why I'm doing this, but then again, he loved 70s variety shows, just like everyone else his age, and that's what I'm ripping off. Here's to year 2, and I'm looking forward to being even more fabulous in year 3. And as always, am I a woman? Hardly.